Hi, welcome to today's episode of my fucking, YouTube radio talk show or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So today, I'm gonna first start off by talking about this whole thick skin thing that most people apparently seem to want to preach quite a bit, including Joe Rogan, right? Like he was talking about this DMT trip he had where he saw some clowns flipping him off. Yes, these clowns were literally flipping him off and saying, ha ha ha, do you not like that? You're too sensitive, bro. Toughen up. And then Joe Rogan's takeaway message was like, oh yeah, man, I'm too sensitive. If a bunch of creepy clowns flip me off, who cares, bro? Just laugh and act like it's no big deal. That was his takeaway message, right? And so I'm curious, Joe, would you think it's okay for YouTube pranksters to, dress up like a fucking clown? Dress up like one of your DMT clowns and flip people off at the grocery store, at the mall or whatever? Yeah, would you think that'd be an acceptable prank for someone to dress up like a creepy DMT clown and follow people around with their middle fingers up? I mean, would you think that's no big deal? Would you just laugh and say, hey, if anybody does freak out, would you just tell them, hey, shut up, get over it, man? It's just a joke, bro, just a joke. It seems to me that that's what you would say, right? It seems to me that you probably would say that it's totally cool to do the fucking what's it called? The DMT clown flip off joke or whatever. You would say that's cool, that's no big deal, right? And you'll tell any of the so-called victims you don't like it, you tell them you're not a victim, you have a victim mentality. Toughen up, cupcake, it's not that big of a deal. You just gotta grow some thick skin, toughen up, all right? And here's the thing, it seems to me that a lot of people would agree with that. Maybe, possibly, because it seems to me that at least the vast majority of people who watched that video and left a comment, yeah, at least the vast majority of them agree with it, right? Agree with Joe Rogan's interpretation of the DMT clowns flipping him off. They said, hey, yeah, it's no big deal if DMT clowns flip you off, toughen up. It's just a joke, bro. Don't take things so fucking personally. All right. So what about when an individual, a YouTube prankster, chooses to play some cuss word message on their phone to unsuspecting victims in public, and the phone says I don't know, stop thinking about my tinkle. Hey dipshit, stop thinking about my tinkle. Hey dipshit, stop thinking about my twinkle, I don't know, whatever. What if a YouTube prankster were to simply, wear their typical day clothes, not even dress up like a clown, just wear their typical clothes that they would wear on a regular day and follow people around playing that, cuss word message on their phone. That robot voice saying, hey dipshit, stop thinking about my tinkle. Okay, so my question is, if you agree with if you think that it's okay for people to dress up like DMT clowns and flip people off in public, if you think that's fine, no big deal, do you think it'd be no big deal for someone to play that cuss word ringtone message to unsuspecting victims in public? Okay, I'm just curious, because guess what? Someone actually did that, and he got fucking shot. Yes, this YouTube prankster, I think their name is Classified Goons or some shit. Anyways, they play some cuss word ringtone message on their phone, and it was some robot voice saying, hey dipshit, stop thinking about my tinkle or twinkle or something. It was something along those lines, man. It didn't really make any sense, It just seemed like some random cuss word, dumb message that didn't make any logical sense, right? And this one guy freaks the fuck out. He's like, oh my God, stop! He's literally screaming to stop. And he's freaking the fuck out. And then he literally pulls out his gun and shoots the fucking prankster, all because he was following him around playing that cuss word message on his phone, And here's the thing, man. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, okay? What are your thoughts on that? Because it's oftentimes we get told to have thick skin and to toughen up. And I think it's pretty much guaranteed that YouTube prankster was horribly bullied as a kid, either by his evil cunt classmates or his evil cunt teachers, plural maybe, and or his evil cunt parents, siblings, and or anybody else that might be in their life, okay? Yeah, he was probably bullied by them quite a bit, and they did way worse than play some cuss word message on their phone. They did stuff that was a lot worse than that. And they told him to toughen up and grow some thick skin. Lots of people did, all right? I think that very likely happened to him, okay? And he's simply following their directions. He's saying, okay, I'm trying to follow this thick skin rule. Shouldn't be a big deal if I play this, hey dipshit, stop thinking about my tinkle message on my phone at the mall. Should be a big deal, right? Because people do worse to me, and I'm told to toughen up, grow thick skin, and not be so sensitive, bro. Okay. And Joe Rogan seems to have that attitude too when he says it's no big deal for DMT clowns to flip you off when you're having a DMT trip and you might be, kind of scared shitless. Oh, who cares, there's nothing wrong with flipping off, with a creepy clown flipping off someone who's tripping on DMT and they might be kind of freaked out, no big deal. Tell them to toughen up, grow thick skin, right? I mean, which one is it, okay? Which one is it? Are we supposed to have thick skin, or are we supposed to freak the fuck out and scream like a maniac and shoot people if they play cuss word messages on our phone? I mean, which one is it? I'm just curious, okay? I'm just curious what you guys think. Also, now here's the thing. There are some pranks that guy does that I think go way too fucking far, right? Like, some of his pranks, he literally dresses up like a fucking security guard. I think that's insane. No, you should not dress up like a security guard when you're not actually a security guard. I'm pretty sure that falsely impersonating a security guard is against the fucking law. You get into lots of very serious trouble, man. I mean, did they get in trouble for that? I mean, I would think they probably would, but then again, the legal system's all fucked, and they make all sorts of insane decisions all the time, Like how, for example, Gina Haspel chose to... get this, she's the director of the CIA, and she broke the law and tortured people. Yeah, she's not legally allowed to do that. The government is not legally allowed to torture people. Okay, look it up, bro. It's in the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, man. The Constitution, all right? The government is not legally allowed to torture people. Okay, it's the government torturing anybody is unconstitutional, right? And Barack Hussein Obama, he was the president at the time, he did not prosecute her. He says, oh, we gotta look forward, not backwards. What? You're gonna let people you're gonna have that sort of attitude when the director of the CIA tortures people, breaks law in a very violent manner? Like, holy shit, And guess what? Donald John Trump endorsed Gina Haspel, and he also supports unconstitutional torture. Yeah, on the campaign trail, I remember even back in 2016, he was like, yeah, I do support torture. I do support torture. I'm like, bro, you say you want to clean up the swamp, but then you're endorsing Gina Haspel, who is part of the swamp, who breaks the law in a very violent manner, and you yourself promote breaking the law in a very violent manner. You're not really about law and order, sir. You're not, okay? You're not. And neither is Barack Hussein Obama, okay? Yeah, neither Donald John Trump or Barack Hussein Obama, neither one of them are actually all about peace and harmony and law and order, man. They're not, okay? They're just fucking not. Do you know that Barack Hussein Obama, his drone program had a 90%, yes, a 90% off-target casualty rate. Vast majority of the people who he killed in the drone strikes were not the intended, terrorist target. And yeah, I mean, vast majority of them were civilians, dude. So he killed a shit ton of civilians in ways that, cannot be easily written off as being some kind of honest mistake, right? And Donald John Trump, he took that same exact fucking drone program and he increased it by 400%. That's what Donald John Trump did, okay? He's following in Barack Hussein Obama's footsteps, all right? Okay? So there, all right? There you go. I mean, yeah, I did go off on a bit of a tangent here. But anyways, I think you get the point. I mean, are we supposed to have thick skin or not, okay? I mean, is it okay to flip people off just to see an every reaction and they should just toughen up and not show an every reaction? Or is it so horrible to play a cuss word message on your phone, okay, and it's okay if someone shoots you, or at least highly sympathetic people if they shoot you? I don't know. Some people say oh well, I don't think it's okay to shoot him, but oh man, I can see why I was freaked out by this YouTube prankster playing that cuss word message at him. It's really. I mean, look, dude. I think that some of these pranks go too far. For example, there's this other YouTuber. I think their names are what the fuck? What the fuck is it? Top Notch Idiots, I think. Yeah, I think their name is Top Notch Idiots or some shit. They do a prank where they handcuff themselves to people, right? They put people in handcuffs, not consensually, out in public. Okay, yeah, if someone were to put a handcuff on you, a total stranger were to put a handcuff on you, you'd probably be thinking what? holy shit, this guy's trying to kidnap me, okay? And if you had a gun, I'm pretty sure, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm like pretty sure that you would be legally allowed to pull out your gun and shoot them, right? Because it looks like they're kidnapping you. Yes, you are legal. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a lawyer, okay? And okay, yes, again, the legal system is all fucked, but okay, I think that you should at least be legally allowed to shoot somebody if they put a fucking handcuff on you like that. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that all these pranks are no big deal. No, some of them are a big deal. Some of them do go way too fucking far, but like, I mean, is it really that fucking bad? No, okay, I'm gonna say this, all right? If a total stranger were to come up to me and play some dumb cuss word message on their phone in a robot voice, you know what I would most likely be thinking? Oh, they're just showing me some kind of dumb ringtone. They want me to laugh. Yeah, they want me to laugh at their funny ringtone. That's what it seems like, right? Hey, dipshit, stop thinking about my tinkle. That sounds like a fucking, some dumb, goofy ringtone, right? It's like, why would anybody think that's a real threat, okay? Now, again, if somebody put a handcuff on me, if a total fucking stranger jumped out of their car and put a fucking handcuff on my wrist, okay, I would freak the fuck out, okay? And I would react with extreme fucking violence, okay? No doubt, all right? So I'm not saying that all these pranks are good, okay? I'm not saying that at all, okay? But there's a huge difference between someone putting a fucking handcuff on you versus them playing some robot voice cuss word ringtone. I mean, come on. Like, I personally do not really preach this whole thick skin shit myself, but like, I mean, I preach it on average way less than the typical person is. I preach it way less than the average person, okay? But like, I don't know, man. I just don't really see why you would feel so threatened by someone playing some cuss word ringtone on their phone. Like why would you not think that's just them playing some ringtone on their phone that's supposed to be a joke? Like, I sincerely do not see why you would think that is legitimately threatening, okay? I mean, I don't, Now, if he were to put a handcuff on you, I would see how that's threatening, okay? Absolutely. But he didn't put a handcuff on you. He just played some silly, cuss word ringtone on his phone, okay? That like, why would you think that's a threat? Like, I don't get that, man. I don't get that, all right? But whatever. I don't know, man. I think that's about all I gotta say for today. Which one is it, okay? Should we have thick skin, or when DMT clowns flip us off? Or should we show a very negative reaction when fucking YouTube, when people play cuss word ringtones on their phone? All right, I'm just curious, okay? I'm just curious as to what the answer is, all right? What are the rules, okay? What are the rules, all right? What are the fucking rules, okay? What are the fucking rules? Because, again, you know what? I got to reiterate this one point in closing, all right? It's very highly likely that these YouTube pranksters were bullied and people did all sorts of shit that was way worse than playing a cuss word message on their phone. I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed that people did all sorts of fucked up shit to them, and they were told to toughen up and not be so sensitive and not show negative reaction. Okay, well, are they not following those very directions that they very likely were given? Okay, I mean, think about it. Okay, just stop and think about it. Just think about it, man. Just think about it. Okay. Now, I personally don't preach this thick skin shit. I don't want to flip people off unless they want me to. Yeah, if Joe Rogan wants me to flip him off, you think it's funny? Sure, I'll flip you off if you want me to. But if you really don't want me to do it, then I'm not gonna flip you off if you don't want me to do it. I will only flip you off if you specifically request for me to flip you off, or if I think you're just a major douche who deserves it. Okay, but unless you're a major douche who deserves it, I'm not going to flip you off. Unless you want me to, right? Like, I don't think it's polite to flip people off. And would I personally want to, play some cuss word ringtone on my phone? Well, okay, after seeing what Colie did, no, of course not, okay? But I don't do pranks like that in general, Yeah, I'm not a fucking YouTube prankster anyways, Like, I don't do these fucking, pranks. I try to, I actually try to just stay the fuck away from people as much as I possibly can, to be honest, But yeah, I don't engage these fucking pranks personally, but like, it's just weird, man, because this is why, okay, you know what, this closing is very long, but I gotta just say this next thing real quick, although it might not be real quick. I think probably one of the main reasons why I want to get the fuck away from people and just try to get away from society as much as I can, and yes, that means literally like having some remote cabin in the wilderness that's, that's like my own plot of land, and it's self-sufficient with greenhouses and shit. the reason why I want to do that, okay, the reason why I'm, taking action, to getting that to happen, within the next few years or so, okay, is because I'm confused as to what the fuck the rules are, okay? I keep getting told all this thick skin shit, but then it seems like so many of those same fucking people who were previously preaching thick skin will not act like it's no big deal. It's just so horrible for that prankster to play a cuss word message on their phone and that robot ringtone voice. I mean, come on. Like, which one is it, okay? Which one is it, okay? This is why I want to get the fuck away from society, man. I'm serious, dude. Like, I'm literally doing everything I reasonably can to get the fuck out of here as soon as I reasonably can, Like, and yes, I do have greenhouses, built, and I am successfully growing food in them. So I am, on track to being self-sufficient, I mean, I am growing my own, vegetables, right? I'm growing my own food to some degree. I do grow some of my own food, so I am definitely, doing what I can to get this shit going as quickly as possible, because I can't stand these like confusing instructions, and like it seems like the rules just constantly change, man. People drive me insane. The rules constantly fucking change, and like it's like if you guess incorrectly as to what the fuck you're supposed to do, you don't get cut any slack. Yeah, I mean, like some of these, I can pretty much guarantee you that some of these same motherfuckers will tell you, oh, you gotta forgive your parents, man. They'll preach like crazy forgiveness for your parents, but if you guess incorrectly as to whether or not it's okay to play a cuss word message on your phone to strangers, after you hear Joe Rogan's, DMT clown flipping off story, okay, if you guess incorrectly with that, oh, you deserve to get shot, you should have seen it coming, oh, you're definitely, oh man, that guy, it might not have been okay for him to shoot you, but holy fuck, you're really starting shit, causing trouble. Like, what? That, like, come on. I mean, which one is it, okay? Are we all going to be pro forgiveness or not? It's like, here's the thing, man. I can pretty much guarantee you that guy's parents, they probably did all sorts of shit to him that was a lot worse, than the cuss word phone message, right? And he was told, forgive your parents, they love you. Yeah. I'm sure they mean well, you're too sensitive. Yeah, he was probably told that shit a lot, okay? And that's probably why he thinks it's okay to play cuss word messages to people on his fucking phone, all right? That's probably why. It's probably because he was brainwashed with this thick skin bullshit, and when he was a victim of shit that was just as bad, if not worse, he was told to shut up, get over it, grow some thick skin, and toughen up, okay? But now society wants to complain about it when, when like he follows through with the lessons he was taught. Like, what the fuck, I mean, what the fuck? I am just so sick of this shit, man. I am so sick of this shit. I am tired of this shit. This is why I am getting away from society as quickly as I possibly can, okay? Like I mean, within the next few years or so, I mean, I am on track to get away from society, all right, and just live by myself in a remote plot of land that I own, all right, with greenhouses. It's self-sufficient, like that is what I am on track to do within the next few years or so, okay, for a very good fucking reason, because I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of all these contradicting instructions, and like we constantly get told to forgive our parents, but it's like, it seems like, what's fucked up, man? It seems to me that middle-aged fucking adults get way more mercy and forgiveness than the children they traumatize. Yeah, think about it. That's a very common trend. His parents were probably giving all these dumb excuses. I'm sure they mean well. Forgive them. They're doing the best care of knowledge they have. Okay, but you're not going to say that to the kid they traumatized when he messes up and does things that, that you don't like as a direct consequence of your confusing, dumb instructions, as a direct consequence of his parents' bad examples and bad lessons. When he does shit you don't like as a direct consequence of that, you don't say, oh, hey, he's doing the best camp knowledge he has, let's forgive him. You don't say that to him? You oh my God, like this is so fucking annoying, all right? This is why I'm getting the fuck away from society, man. So yeah, I think I'm about to wrap it up for real this time, okay? In closing, these are all the fucking reasons. No, I don't think that these are all the reasons. These are just one of many. These are a whole bunch of fucking very valid reasons as to why I'm getting the fuck away from society as quickly as fucking possible, man. Okay, these are all very good reasons, and there's more. Okay, there's more. All right, bye.